Not gonna let you die, Somi. We'll make it out of here. Together.
Thank you. I'll keep this moment as this memory. Just one.
Cyberpunk 2077 Phantom Liberty is what happens when you give expert storytellers the time and resources to do their jobs. Like any expert artists, these storytellers are not going to spoon-feed you the information. They'll leave clues behind. Our job is finding these clues. In this video, we're going to look at Militech's mistake. We'll look at the facts, exactly what Militech did to counter this specific situation, and then we'll talk theory and possible future scenarios. Military project in history has had a reason to exist. The code breakers at Bletchley Park existed because the Allied forces needed to break the encryption machine known as the Enigma. Enigma was being used by the Nazis to communicate daily.
It's the greatest encryption device in history, and the Germans use it for all communications.
Everyone thinks Enigma is unbreakable.
Let me try, and we'll know for sure.
For Militech, there was a different threat that needed to be faced. Arasaka could kill people and capture their souls. To achieve this, they used Soulkiller, which is a program developed by Alt Cunningham. Arasaka then killed Alt, making sure that no one else could ever use her expertise. There was a small weakness with this program, this Soulkiller. For it to work, you had to have access to the human body of whoever you wanted to kill. You had to strap them down on a rig and then initiate the Soulkiller program. But what if something existed that would allow you to do this differently? What if something existed that would allow you to do this from a distance? This was the initial thesis for Militech. Project Cynosure was initiated and placed underneath Night City in Pacifica.
Patching you in.
You're in a top-secret military facility dating back from the pre-data crash days. Cynosure. The data's decrypting. Hold on.
Remember that chick Bree? Video logs she stumbled on must have come from here. Some secret project. Cynosure. Cyberspace equivalent of a nuke. Militech's answer to Arasaka's Soulkiller. Just the next edition of your average megacorp mega-dick contest.
Somi mentioned this facility once. Militech net runners taking a plunge into the so-called deep net.
Yeah. She said something to the Black Sapphire, mentioned big game hunting for rogue A.Is.
They try to bait them back to the Black Wall, trap them and tame them.
So then Song...
She's not running from us, V. She wants a permit to the Black Wall. The shield,
Ah! Shit!
A secretive project like this always has tight leashes on everyone involved. In Cyberpunk 2077 Phantom Liberty, you get to explore the Cynosure bunker while chasing Somi during the mission Firestarter. Here, you can discover a memo from one of the original workers who was actively working on the project. This memo clearly shows what the atmosphere was like at the time. To everyone's surprise, probing the Black Wall was not a complete waste of time. Contact was eventually made with rogue A.Is from beyond the wall. Some of these were successfully captured and research began on how to safely weaponize them. While this was going on, there was also other powerful experimental weapons being developed in the facility. Here we have the Erebus weapon, and then we also have the Militech Kanto Mk3.
You seek the key to a door that does not exist. Typical of your kind.
¡Ya lo tenemos!
Oh! Oh!
¡Sí!
Despite this being one of the scariest things in the game, the Cerberus is just a maintenance robot. It was designed by Militech to be a maintenance robot in tough environments. That's why it moves so fast and has thick armor all around. In Phantom Liberty, it's possessed by a rogue AI, which is the reason why it's so scary. The danger posed by rogue AIs became quite apparent to Militech during the Project Cynosure. They couldn't achieve the goal they had set out for, which was to safely capture and use rogue AIs as weapons, so they abandoned the project and actively monitored the locations associated with it. If anyone discovered its existence, Militech killed them. A few decades later, this project became nothing more than just a rumor. In the year 2077, a journalist named Bree uncovers one of the locations associated with the project. Bree is actually a journalist of dubious morals, so if you let her get killed by Dante, you'll find out that she's ruthless, and she's had people around her get killed just so she can get access to information. As Dante, the Militech agent, explains, Militech wants knowledge of this project to always remain a secret. Basically, if you think you saw something in the Cynosure bunker, no you didn't.
Unbelievable. There's even files from the Third Corporate War here.
Yeah. Militech was tap dancing on its tits trying to keep Sokka from pushing him off the stage.
Shit. The oldest ones are encrypted. But wait. There's some newer footage. Dated 2068. Must be when they came back. Come here, take a look.
Yeah. Okay, it's recording. Senior Research Specialist Evan McCrae, this is day 3 of our expedition. We've moved some equipment to the bunker. The old rail system remains largely functional. They might have used it to transport heat exchangers from the lab once upon a time. There is a mountain of old research here. I'll see if we can find a use for any of it.
The bastards were trying to reopen the project.
Well, Caesar managed to breach one of the data forts. He found fragments of some outdated code. Command controls for a weapon, perhaps? All we need now is an AI to merge its findings. Lisa will probe the black wall for any potential gateways. Huh? Oh, right. Day 39. Thanks, Lisa.
Hear that? They wanted to breach the black wall.
Day 50, 50. We received orders from HQ to shut down and return home. They say we're not safe here anymore. Caesar's packed us. We await Lisa's return. The poor thing's been in the bunker for 2 days. Jacked in. Or is it 3? She just won't come out. She's trying to download the data from the fortresses, but we can't hope to take it with us if she does. Now that's it. I'm gonna get her, Caesar.
Shit! This is bigger than I thought. Militech using some rogue AI to augment their old weaponry? This is huge.
Yeah. Militech and some secret weapon. Street's been saying it for ages. Usually between worlds ending on Tuesday and Bart Moss is hibernating in a fridge.
Keep in mind that Militech's mistake happened long before the Mastermind AI crossed the Black Wall and entered our world. The Mastermind AI reached Night City in 2077. Alright, so what exactly was the mistake? So far, I've given you a legitimate reason why Militech did what it did with Project Cynosure. For those of you who are big brains and have completed the game, you already know this, but I'll explain it anyway. Alright guys, so the first big clue they left in Phantom Liberty is the AI core inside Cynosure facility. The second I saw that thing, I knew I'd seen that thing before. I'd seen this scene before and I'd felt this feeling before.
Let me see if I can get some power up.
That's the core, the gravity drive.
almost identical to the design of the gravity drive in Event Horizon. I'll need to quickly explain the plot of Event Horizon so you can understand the meaning behind this and why the devs chose this specific design for this core. The movie Event Horizon is about a scientist who creates a gravity drive so it can help humanity explore other areas of the universe that would otherwise be impossible to reach with normal technology. The ship containing this new experimental technology is called the Event Horizon. An expedition is quickly launched, but eventually we, the audience, get to see that the dimension they sent the ship to explore is evil. Some would even call it a hellish dimension. Whatever happened to the ship in that dimension turned it sentient. The ship then basically tortured and killed all the crew by manipulating them and making them see things that were not there. So to summarize, a core that allows humans to reach beyond the known world ends up bringing something evil and hellish into our own universe. Something evil that will take pleasure in torturing and killing us. That is what the devs chose to model Cynosure's core after. It's worth taking a moment to think about this. Alright, let's leave the inspiration of the core behind and move on to rogue AIs. Beyond the Black Wall, rogue AIs roam and rule supreme. To fully understand rogue AIs, we'd need another hour to just discuss the different kinds of rogue AIs that exist in the game. For the purposes of this video, let's stick to Militech and their mistake. Militech used a uniquely designed core to reach past the Black Wall. Whatever they pulled through was corrupted, and it was not alone. It started growing and understanding humans and the human world, and it wasn't impressed. Very quickly it understood that humans are easy to manipulate. I personally don't understand how, but somehow it managed to establish contact with rogue AIs that were left behind past the Black Wall. You can see the conversations that they have with each other if you stop at one of the computers in the Cynosure bunker and try to use them. There is also a possibility that by poking holes into the Black Wall, we humans have corrupted it, and it's choosing the right rogue AIs to let past so that they can prepare the stage for an AI invasion. It's also very possible that due to our tampering with the Black Wall, we cause it to get so corrupt that it itself initiates the rogue AI invasion. This invasion will be a flood. Since there are rogue AIs with different intentions and, shall we say, personalities beyond the Black Wall, I believe that the inevitable AI invasion in the future will be more like a flood than an invasion. You can fight off an invasion, you can't fight off a flood. All you can do is try to survive. I believe that the Mastermind AI knows this too, and it wants to stop the flood from ever happening so it can be the sole ruler of humanity. Thanks guys for watching this one all the way to the end. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe. This would mean a lot to me guys. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next video.